shot the ball better as of late. Production offensively is up. And Steve Kerr, at least in the last 10 games or so, saying turnovers are down, which is always a key for them. Quick hands, but out to Jimmy Butler. Moody crashing the glass, going to be off of Donovan. For Moody, that production offensively has not been as high as it was earlier in the year, and the minutes are down. Draymond Green in and out on this opening shot of the game. So here come the Blazers. Caleb Love getting his first start of the season. They've been dealing with injuries throughout the entire year.
The entire year, they're just trying to figure it out as they throw a touchdown pass.
Touchdown! 7 on the board to Draymond from Steph.
If you guys can see TG's hands, he definitely threw up the touchdown sign.
Yeah.
Good pass right there by Steph and Draymond.
Offensively, the adjustment tonight for Portland without Deni Avdija is huge.
The ball has to move side to side, obviously.
Oko has gotten starts in the last 3 games now. Was coming in off the bench for most of the year, but more minutes. Shaedon Sharpe, who's emerging as a star in this league.
He's being very aggressive, feeling comfortable. He knows this is the time to establish himself in the NBA. He is doing a great job putting the ball in the basket.
Jimmy Butler drives and kicks. Steph trying to get free. Going to free up Quentin Post, but there goes Butler right by Clingan. When he's matched up there, that is a difficult matchup.
And sometimes you have to put bigger guys on him, not what the Blazers want to do right there, but Jimmy's mastered what moves to do when big guys switch out on him.
So it's been tough offensively from Portland here in the early going. Quentin Post has shot the 3 really well in the last.
All the little things that you just have to enjoy. If you appreciate basketball, as Sharpe gets to the basket, Jimmy Butler is who you should watch for fundamentals, for winning qualities. Here's a guy who played JUCO, started out as a defender, and turned into the superstar player he is now.
And Kersh talked about the chaos that this man, Draymond Green, who gets one from beyond the arc here, and Steph Curry in a different way brings. But it's that leadership, the calming influence of Butler that counteracts that.
And when you play with champions like, you like that?
Step?
You like that?
Yeah. With Love, who's been really good for them. Wasn't playing a whole lot early in the year, but now much more time. Green, that was the last option. In the end, the best option in the lane.
Last option for Green on that shot. First option on the shots he worked on in his pregame routine. Those touch shots right inside the paint.
Active early offensively. He is Sharpe. In and out. Tipped up, kept alive. Here's Clingan. Averaging a double-double for Portland. Caleb Love. Rookie out of Arizona with the drive and the miss. Portland 2 of 7. Butler to the rack. And asking the question, what drives you now? You've done it all. You've won the 4 titles, 5 as a player, whatever. It's just loving the game.
Love of the game and the process. Just going through it, the highs and lows. You can't just love something when it's easy. You have to really appreciate it when things get a little bit tougher and you have to figure it out. Just kind of have that grit. And Coach Kerr has shown that time and time again.
Sharpe turned the corner, got it to Sissoko, and back now to Shaedon in the corner. Trying to operate on post. Take him inside to the paint and kick. Love, who's had big games and explosive offensively. Sissoko missed it all.
So he missed the shot, but those are the possessions you want. With no Deni Avdija, the ball has to go side, touch the paint, go around the horn to generate a good look.
How easy or difficult is that to do when you've played every game? Deni Avdija, he's the focal point offensively, and he takes over and just forces the issue.
It's difficult, but it has its bright spots as well because you know the ball has to move side to side. There's a great opportunity for you to touch it.
You call Draymond, on the illegal screen. Who's gotten more minutes as of late. Everybody has really because they've had so many injuries. Jeremy Grant out again. How about Clingan rolling down, throwing it home?
And Coach Kerr surprised the Blazers with a trap on the pick and roll to Sharpe. Sharpe won't get credit for the assist, but he made the play. Once he got 2 people on him, he got the ball out of there to get a clean look for his teammates.
Steph is yet to get a shot off. He's got 3 assists already. Behind the back to Draymond. They go high-low. Lose it out of bounds. The first, Clingan. It's a brave man standing in there. Payton try to stop that.
I was a smart team defender. Man to man.
Opportunistic.
I like that.
Yep, first one goes. Let's take a look at tonight's draft. You got Shaedon Sharpe and Steph Curry. Who do you like there? DraftKings, the #1 sportsbook for live betting. To get in on the action, download the app and use promo code DUNK when you sign up. This is 7-3. Center stepping out shooting the three. 7-0 run for the Blazers. Moody leaves it for Payton. Over Klingon. Never really looking up at the hoop.
Moody with the nice drop off to get Payton an easy basket.
Quick whistle and a foul.
Right there. He'll make it easy for you.
Good defense by Payton. How many times have we said that? Sharp somehow gets that shot off, and the man can take off.
Oh, he can fly.
Yeah.
But he does it in a way, Terry, that is very awkward for the defense to kind of prep for.
By Donovan Klingon has been overturned from a 2-point field goal to a 3-point field goal.
Okay.
We thought it was 3 in real time.
We caught that in the moment.
And so did Klingon. He was running down with
We
the
were
three
wrong
fingers
in the
up.
moment, but now we're right in the end. So add another point on the board.
We were just ahead.
A great leader here, Thybulle. Holiday missed 27 games, came in the last game. So this is second game. Jeremy Grant now still out tonight.
And they're still hovering around that 8-9 position. So imagine if they had even half of those guys healthy. It's something to build on for these young Blazers because they're starting to establish an identity.
How much of an adjustment when Denny Avdija is healthy, now that you do have a point guard, getting that back in the lineup, the way you've been playing is get it to Denny, get out of the way. Moody buys this one. Boy, Steve Kerr would love to see more of those go in as of late. Shooting about 30% in the last 25 games or so beyond the arc. Made their last 5, the Warriors.
And to answer your question, TG, I think you still put the ball in Denny's hands and you work around that. It's positionless basketball, but he's been so good and his team has gotten comfortable with how he's leading the offense.
3 on the shot clock. Corner, another air ball for the Warriors. Javonte Cook, who just came in off the bench. Step back, Curry. Nope. Klingon, who's among the leaders overall in rebounding throughout this season. Moody got another one right in front of the Warriors bench.
And once you make one shot, for all you scorers out there, that second one, it lets you breathe again like Tony Braxton, and you get to knock it down freely.
8-0 run now the other way after a 7-0 Blazers run. Cook looking for help. Sharp backed up over Payton, the outstretched arm, but it doesn't deny him.
Yeah, Payton, the second play, great defense right there. Draymond comes pushing the ball down the court.
Santos hesitated, but buys it beyond the arc. He's Santos. Only averages about 4 points a game. About that time in the year where some of those guys who haven't got as much time are going to get some time. You get to, much better, not late January, get into February, and you're looking for the end in sight at some point.
You are, but you have to stay present. You never know who's watching, and any moment can change.
In off the bench, Robert Williams III as well for Portland. D'Anthony Melton, who had a torn ACL last year, missed the first third of the season, made his first appearance on December 4th, really starting to round into form. And here's Al Horford, the veteran, also in. Santos. Curry.
Wow.
How does he do that?
You tell me. I don't know, TV. Everyone was trying to figure out for 30 years. This guy's incredible.
Horford, the block at the other end, out of bounds. It'll stay with
hands, and he just knows the depth he needs to put on. He works on these shots before the game. Look, play with his feet to get the space he needs to get that off.
So much higher.
He's going to shoot it, isn't he? Oh, I thought he had the feeling going.
Santos may just hit one. Not this time. Portland, pace-wise, has played at a slower pace as of late. Good post up. Williams off the feed from Cook. And you know Golden State does. The Warriors shooting 63% so far in this game. League back up and down, but Splitter likes the development.
Likes the development, and he knows how to develop as Curry knocks down the free throw.
It's for a shooter.
3 points.
If you're the guy going to the line, yeah. Brandon Podziemski, third-year man out of Santa Clara, who was more productive earlier in the season. Numbers down as of late.
Yeah, they need him to get going. He provides energy, provides a punch.
Quick hands by Williams, but then picks up the foul as so far in this game. Pajemski just came in. It's a way to announce yourself.
That's an aggressive shooter, aggressive scorer, no hesitation.
Golden State 6 of 12 beyond the arc, and that lead up to 15 already. Butler recognizes got Hansen there, kicks it back. Melton, yep, straight away. They're 7 of 13 from three-point range.
Jimmy Butler touching the paint, breaking down the defense, throwing it out to Melton for the nice, easy three-pointer. And right now, it seems like Golden State's just flowing.
And everything difficult at the other end. Nice follow on. Jamal Crawford stood there and watched that entire thing.
It was amazing. I mean, you have to respect greatness, and then don't.
Rupert lost it. Eventually to Draymond. So Green back in, Curry back in, off Steve Kerr's bench. Rupert trying to stay with Steph. Green was active early, comes right back in, hits another one.
It's usually Draymond Green breaking down the defense and throwing it to Steph. It was role reversal right there. Those two are so connected.
Double figures already for Green. Tipped out off the hands of Drew Holiday. Back for Golden State.
He's going to start looking at his hand if he knocks down one more.
Draymond averages just under 9 a game. Santos controls. Thought about it, got Williams off his feet. Here's Gary Payton going to let it go. A little bit strong. Santos kept it alive. Mara runs it down in the corner. 36% for the game so far, Portland, but Rupert, nice little baseline jumper stops that. Hesitated. Don't know why.
But the ball, Steph was so smart on that last play. The ball did all the work. He threw the ball before Santos even recognized it and recognized Santos was open.
It's been Curry setting his teammates up at this point. Going right behind. Tamani, Rupert, and Steph got a hand in there and picks it. Curry 5 assists and 4 rebounds already in this game.
Is this going to be the Steph triple-double watch?
It might. Play 48. And in the 30s the previous 3. Tipped out, stays.
You can see Splitter right now saying somebody else is going to have to beat us. I know Steph can beat us, as he almost gets it to go down. But he is forcing the ball out of his hands. Only his 3rd shot attempt right there by Steph.
Love around the screen. Gives it back to Donovan. Clinging to Kamara. Bring it down to 5 on the shot clock. Clinging, nope. Barely grazed the rim. Can't save it.
Very few. He is a different level of perfectionist. You think of guys like Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. You think of guys like Steph, Reggie Miller, Ray Allen.
There you go.
Those type of shooters, you know why and they know why they miss. This is a hair off.
When you missed short or long, you didn't really worry about it, right?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't worry anyway, TG. I just said it's a miss. I didn't.
You didn't spend much time worried about it, but at least you gave it a little thought when you missed left or right. Payton denied up top by Clingan, but the foul.
Ended the game.
All right, so 2-year contract. This is the first of 2 years. He said it's a 2-year plan, as it is for a number of players on this Golden State team. Clingan throws it.
Motion of saying, you know what, I could never leave these fans. Wins out, Lee.
Yeah, I think if anybody's going to stay with a franchise, just because that is the franchise.
He's the guy.
It's him.
Yep.
So Portland with 7 turnovers in the game. Part of the reason they're down 18.
That's the missing Denny Avdia effect. He does so much for this team.
Curry, nope. Another chance. Anthony Melton to the left, hand up and under. Nifty move for Melton.
Nice move by Melton, but it's interesting because Steph is getting open looks now, but he's just not quite in rhythm. And give Coach Splitter and his staff credit of how they kind of played him, and give the Warriors credit of how they played around it and got other guys going. I wasn't out there long enough. They took me out when they were like on a 15-0 run on me. I was out.
They're shooting like you tonight. Anthony Melton, another one beyond the arc. They're 11 and 23.
That's my young guy right there. Used to get work in together in Phoenix after games, after practice. Good to see his career blossom.
Warriors back to a zone now on the defensive end.
And it's a matchup zone. You see Melton came to the middle, and now it's 3 seconds.
Yeah, they got caught with that.
He said, man, what he remembers from that time is thinking, it's Jamal Crawford. I'm working out with Jamal Crawford. It's really him. Continue to get better, always putting that work in your long career.
And he's doing that. That makes me feel good, because sometimes when you're in your journey, it's not about you. It's about helping and trying to help the next generation. I'm sure he's doing it now, so that was so much fun.
Reed with the miss, and Jimmy Butler one and done at this end. So just 10 of 30. Portland is in the game so far. Reed holding the rebound. Here comes Caleb Love. It may take a Caleb Love or someone to take over here at the offensive end just to try to get things going.
Well, Portland is going side to side, but somebody...
Grizzlies Magic on the Rockets Knicks Warriors, NBA.com, or visit the NBA app for more.
I guess Sharp heard us. He touched the paint, got a basket, and that's how Portland's going to have to get something going. They have to get in that yellow area to break down the defense and get an easy basket.
Just ISO for Butler takes a sec is certainly what Portland misses without Jenny Abdi.
Absolutely. Abdi not only the way he can find guys, and guys play with more confidence. When you play with the best players in the league, they give you confidence, and they make your team better because of it.
Tomorrow goes to the bench. Tamani 0 for 3 in this game and 0 for 1 beyond the arc, which is something he's really been giving them. 3-point shooting this year. So the lead is 22. Taken away. Will Richard just came in off the bench. Melton can't finish, but the foul out for the Warriors. Richard, national champ in Florida, nails a 3 coming right in off the bench. Everybody getting into the party here.
And you have to feel good if you're a Warriors fan. Middle of a homestand, they've come out with a lot of energy and brought this crowd into the game.
Sharp, the fadeaway to answer. Boy, they needed that.
They needed that. They needed him. And you may have to put Love with him, because Love can shoot it and play off of him to generate some scoring for Portland.
Moody the miss. Sharp's in double figures here with 10. Richard trying to stay. Behind the back goes Shea. Repair, searching for some room over Al Horford. There you go, getting in the paint again.
Getting in the paint. You either have to score early when you can strike before the defense is set up, or you have to score late after the defenses went and had to shift a few times.
Back to his zone for Portland. Richard in and out trying to shoot over the zone. Moody, the quick hands, stays at this end. It's off on Monday on NBC and all streaming on Peacock. Clinging to the bench, Sissoko to the bench. Holiday comes back in. Cook as well. Normally, the Warriors, without Draymond, without Steph, you're going to look to Jimmy Butler. Right now, it's just sharing the basketball.
They're sharing the basketball. Everybody's involved, and they're in a great rhythm. They have a flow right now. Nothing's tough. Nothing's difficult. They're just saying, okay, I'll take it if I have it. If I don't, I'll move it.
Holiday.
For All-Star break, let's say you take a few days off, you can feel it. The ball doesn't feel as crisp when you dribble it.
Really? Even All-Star break?
Even All-Star break. It happens. We're creatures of habit. So even a few days can knock you off a rhythm and take you off kilter. So I couldn't imagine missing the time that he missed.
Melton in traffic, gets it off the glass and in.
The bank is closed outside, but it's open in the Chase Center as Melton gets a tough shot to go.
Holiday operating inside, going to draw the foul. Melton on the reach. That's those threes is from Steph Curry. He's 1 of 5 from 3-point range.
No sweat, no discouragement from him. We know he can run off as many as he needs in a row once he gets on a roll.
Bench production too. Golden State overall 4th in the league. And
is in the zone. And of course, Jimmy's going to try to get to the middle of that zone, because that's when he can be a primary playmaker. Bad pass right there by Horford.
Yeah, Cook anticipated it. Here comes Holiday setting up Sharp. Reed. A little bit short. High into the air goes Butler for the remake. going to be interesting to watch it develop. Shaedon Sharpe with Drew Holiday back as well. We talked about that adjustment with Denny Avdia, who's been the offensive star, but also an adjustment for Sharpe. Butler draws another foul, will go to the free throw line.
And that's the craftiness to get free throw opportunities to get a layup.
Foul on Reed. Butler to the line for 2. Jimmy 86% from the line.
And sometimes that's the difference of being a vet and a young player. A young player will say, I'm going to shoot it because I'm open. The vet player will say, no, I'm going to shoot the shot I want.
I want. Create that.
Oh, you were a vet. I can tell, TGC. You know. You know.
Oh.
You know how this goes.
I understand. You get much better after you've been away from the game for a long time. Like 10 years from now, you'll be like off the charts. As good as you were, you'll be unbelievable in your mind.
In my mind.
Yeah,
Over there.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. One-on-one with Rivera. In and out. Podziemski back in for the Warriors. Finds some room inside. The floater up and good off 1 foot.
And again, you've been waiting on Podziemski and Moody to play well. They're playing well at home, providing a lift for these Warriors.
All right, Horford on Holiday now. They get the switch, but now he's trying to stay with Sharpe.
That's a tough task.
Shaedon's just going to back up. And now tipped out.